So I am done with Anton. I did a little work in chapter 9, but very little, just because all I wanted out of chapter 9 was to figure out how to do SVD, singular vector decomposition. So once I did that, and I did a couple of problems, a flawed attempt, but good enough for now, I decided that was it. I'm done. And so I finished section 9.1, then skimmed very quickly section 9.2 and 9.3, then went on to take notes for SVD, and worked out a few problems. In the end, I had to get some help from the answers and blew a couple of problems, some weird arithmetic error that I can't believe I made. I got the gist of what I need to do. I got all the true and false, but I stopped early and I skipped the last section. So there you have it. That is completion for Anton. And then I did very few problems. Again, chapter 9 was an applications chapter. I knew that I just wanted to do a little SVD and call it quits. And then going to the very end, I attempted 1,547 problems for this book. And sure enough, I skipped one, skimmed two, and now it's done. At least it's done, you know, the way that I could. So then, to look back at the entire book and the way I did this book, it really helped to have the solutions manual. I did not realize how important it was for someone to show me step by step how some of the problems are done. It's something that in the future, I think I've learned my lesson with this one. Anytime a book has a solutions manual, I'm going to make a beeline for it. Of course, the next book, which is going to be FIS, does not have one, has only some answers in the back. So I'll have to struggle through that as a self-learner. But yeah, this is the next book. And it's a theory-based book. I have 3 different editions of this book. I've shown it in another video. So this will be the next series of videos that I do with my work. Then looking back at Anton, it turned out to be great. I haven't had time to do so, but I almost want to. I'm not sure if I will. I want to go count, if I have time, all the different theorems all the different proofs that were asked of in the course of the book. Because even though it's an applications book and it's really calculations are the core of the book, there actually turned out to be a fair number of proofs when I go back. I think in almost every section there were like 2 or 3 proofs that I had to work on. It's very little compared to FIS, and that's why I'm going to be moving on to FIS. But almost every section had a working with proofs section, and in many cases I attempted, if not all of them, most of them. So overall, very happy with this book. This book is, in my opinion, 100 pages away from being the only book anybody would ever need for linear algebra. That just happens to be my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. And then looking back at all the different notebooks, there was, if I go back to the very end, I ended up doing 842 pages of homework and 301 pages of notes. So 301, 1143. So 1143 pages of notes altogether. So yeah, 4 books, 3 full, and then this is notebook 25. That was notebook 24 of all of my notes that I've done for all the books that I've read in the last 3 years. And then this was notebook 26. Somebody asked me how long it takes for me to do these books. This one was August, September, 2 months. I should say that. This one was Whoa, a month and a half. This is because it had a lot of matrices. This was a book that had a lot of matrices. So actually, I did do one in a month and a half. I usually do them in 2.5. So yeah, here you have all of June, a little bit of May. Yeah. So the ones with matrices were 1.5, but this one was 2, and this one is already 2 weeks old, and it's only like, I don't know, like a third. So then all the work for FIS will go into this notebook, and there you have it. That was Anton Linear Algebra.